Hey YouTube! I have two videos for you today. Today is September the 13th, 2017, of course. And I had to wear my jewelry that I made and necklace. It's kind of crooked. It keeps moving around, but yeah. My little necklace that I made, I showed you that in the previous video if you didn't see it. And the skirt. I wore the skirt again too, just to be in theme with my, oh, let you see the back of the skirt. Be in theme with today. We had international food potluck at work, so that's what this first video will be me making groundnut soup, African dish, peanut butter soup, groundnut soup, whatever you want to call it. I did like the Cameroon version. Hope you enjoyed the videos. I enjoyed cooking it and everybody enjoyed the food, and everybody's food was so delicious. I'll show you all the food that was at the potluck. We always have a lot of food when we have potlucks, but we had foods from all kind of countries that people made, and it was a great potluck. Okay, I'm gonna be making groundnut soup today, and I'm gonna use this. I bought this on Woohoo on Manager Special for $4.49 for a veggie tray. It has a ranch in it, but I'm just gonna use the vegetables. A lot of the vegetables. I'm gonna use all these tomatoes, these carrots, maybe half of the carrots or all the carrots, because you're supposed to use like 2 big carrots, and these are baby carrots, so I might just use all these carrots right here, all these tomatoes, and maybe that much celery. I'm gonna put it in the water to boil. I got the chicken on the stove. The chicken's in this pot. This is where I'm gonna put the vegetables, and I'm gonna put the peanut butter, which is groundnut, in here with some water to cook that. They all gotta cook for like 30 minutes. And I gotta put onions, and they all gotta cook for like 30 minutes, and I gotta put onions and seasoning in their pot with the chicken over here. There's the chicken in there. I got chicken thigh. Put the onion in here. Trying to film and do this at the same time. Not easy, oh. Let me see. Put the chopped onion in there with the chicken. I've used a half an onion in here, and I got my vegetables over here boiling. I put half an onion in there. You're supposed to use 2 onions, but I didn't have 2 whole onions, so I'll just add onion powder just to make up for the loss. I'm gonna add some bouillon cube, chicken bouillon. You add 2 of those cubes. There's one I put in. I'm ready to put the other one in. Second one, and I'm going to put 1 Maggi cube. That's just something I add. The recipe doesn't call for that, but I added it last time and it didn't hurt. It can only help. And I need to add a pepper to my vegetables too. I forgot that pepper. Yeah, I have the Maggi cube. I'm going to add that in there. Add some rosemary. I don't know if y'all can see that because it's so fogged up. There's the rosemary. That should be enough. Maybe about a tablespoon. Tablespoon of rosemary is what I put, maybe. Black pepper to taste. I'm going to add some garlic powder because I don't have actual garlic. So garlic powder will help. Maybe about a tablespoon of garlic powder. And I want to put some parsley flakes. Just a few sprinkles of parsley. And some coriander. Oh, and the onion powder, can't forget that. Gotta find my coriander. A little bit of coriander. Just a few shakes. Not much coming out of that. Let me see. There we go. A few shakes of that. And put some onion powder since I didn't add. I put that. That's about a tablespoon to make up for that missing onion. And then some basil. Just a little bit of basil. There's the basil in there. That should be enough. Got a teaspoon of basil. And then you add a little bit of water to this. Add about 1.5 cups of water to this and let it cook for 30 minutes. The vegetables have to cook for 30 minutes, and the groundnut, the peanut butter and the water that I'm about to put in this other pan, it has to cook for 20 minutes. Alright. I got about 6 tablespoons of peanut butter in here. And I got it on medium-high heat, and I'm putting about 2 cups of water with the peanut butter. I'm going to turn it up to high heat so it can boil. The water can get to a boil. And then turn it down once it starts boiling when the peanut butter is mixed. But yeah, that's the groundnut, which is just basically peanut butter. This is what I use, the groundnut paste. I got it from the African store, all natural African style groundnut paste, which is really all natural peanut butter. So you can just go to Kroger's and get the cheap all natural peanut butter, because this was not cheap at the African store. It was probably about $6 or $5. I think it was about $6, and now it's gone. I only made 2 batches of groundnut. It was my second batch. And I did add a Scotch bonnet pepper to my vegetables. 1 pepper. And yeah, so this is the groundnut paste. And then that'll start cooking. You got to stir constantly, the peanut butter and the water. So this is what I have going on right now. That's the chicken mixture. Chicken and all the seasonings. And you can't see it because it fogged up the camera. Here's my groundnut and water. I've been stirring it, so it's starting to get a little thicker. It's starting to bubble. And there's all my vegetables boiling. They're about done. Then once those finish, I got to put them in the blender and blend them up, the vegetables. And add them to the chicken, and then once I finish with the peanut butter, with the groundnut mixture, I gotta add that to the chicken. The groundnut mixture has to cook to about 20 minutes till it gets thick and starts to bubble. So you just keep stirring it. Stir it, keep stirring it. Constantly stirring it. And eventually that'll start getting thick and bubbling. Some of the bay leaves got in there because I used the same spoon for the chicken, because everything's going to be mixed together anyway. Chicken's looking good. Let that cook that some more. The vegetables are basically done boiling. You see my groundnut mixture is boiling. I'm going to let it boil and get thick. So I have it on really high heat right now. Everything I'm cooking is on high heat. The chicken's on medium high. The vegetables, I'm going to take those out and puree them. But yeah, this is the groundnut mixture boiling, and you want it to boil so it can thicken. And you can turn it down when it starts to thicken. As you can see, it's thickened. See how thick it is? And I use crunchy peanut butter too because I didn't have enough groundnut paste. So there are some peanuts in my sauce because I had to use crunchy peanut butter. It was only the peanut butter I had. So yeah, there are some peanuts in here. But yeah, see how thick it's gotten? And when it starts to bubble and splatter all over the splattered all over the stove. That's when you know it's getting thick. When it splatters all over the place, turn the heat down. When it does that, when it splatters or starts to splatter, turn that heat down. Turn it down to medium. A little bit past medium. This is, see how thick it's gotten? You still stir it, continue to stir it, let it get a little thicker before you add it to your chicken mixture. You have to puree the vegetables now. I need to clean my stove out too. And I also add about see, this is ONGA stew, like stew seasoning. I got that at the African store also, and I add about a teaspoon, about a tablespoon, no, about a teaspoon and a half, about a teaspoon and a half of this to the chicken mixture too. It gives it more flavor. And you're supposed to add like a tablespoon and a half of tomato paste, but I don't have tomato paste, so I put ketchup. It's just the same thing, just not as thick. But I'm gonna put about a tablespoon and a half of ketchup. So I got ketchup in there. And that's the ONGA. I did use about a tablespoon of the ONGA. You have to puree this. It's a very old blender, if you can see the style, but it works good still. It's very old though, so that's why it looks the way it looks. It's very old, but it works so good, and it used to be my mom's, so I... Bring the vegetable mixture in there. And then I'm going to scrape the groundnut mixture in there. Yeah, pour the vegetable mixture in. You see, vegetable and the chicken's mixed together. Add the groundnut mixture to the chicken too, and the vegetables. Everything's mixed together in the end. That's in there. So that's what it looks like before you stir it up. Stir it on up. And I used 2.24 pounds of chicken. I use boneless chicken thighs, boneless, skinless chicken thighs, but you can use chicken with the skin on. But try to use at least 2 pounds of chicken. But I use 2.24 pounds of chicken. And after mixing it together, there you have it, your groundnut soup. It's not soup yet because you add water to it to make it soupy. But this is what it looks like before you add the water. You add as much water as you want to make it as soupy as you want it. Because it has a lot of flavor in there, so the water's not going to make it lose the flavor. And you cook it for an hour, 15 minutes after you add the water. And this is the groundnut soup after I added the water. A quick tip is the water you boiled the vegetables with, save that water and add that to the soup, and it still has the flavor of the vegetables. I forgot that I did half of the water because I poured some in the sink already, poured some out, and I was like, oh, I'm supposed to use this water. So don't forget, once you put the vegetables in the blender to puree them, save that water that you took them out of, and then add that to the soup at the end because it already has the flavor of the vegetables. But yeah, I used that blender because my mom passed away in 2004, so 13 years ago, and I just keep stuff. It's sentimental value. I love that blender, and it works good. So this has been cooking for like 15-20 minutes, so it has like an hour left to cook. But yeah, this is the groundnut soup, and then that chicken should begin to get shredded by the time it's done cooking. So it will be enjoyed. We're having an international potluck at my job today, and I chose to make this groundnut soup. It's an African dish. So we have many dishes from different countries that will be there because we have many people that work there from different countries. So can't wait for this potluck, International Potluck Day. To accompany my groundnut soup, I have jasmine rice. I put 2 cups of rice. I use 2 coffee mugs. 2 coffee mugs of rice, and then about 4.5 cups of water to boil. Bring it to a boil. I rinsed the rice till the cloudiness went away, so it's just the only cloudiness you see now is from boiling, because it's boiling. But yeah, rinse the rice off until the cloudiness goes away till it's clear, till the water's clear, and then boil it. You always want to clean your rice. So that's what you can either make rice balls or just rice. I'm just making rice because I don't have time to make rice balls. And my soup, ow, it burned my hand. And my soup is right here boiling. Well, you can't see it. So the jasmine rice, once it's done boiling, we'll accompany it. This is the groundnut soup. It's boiling. That way you can't really see it because it keeps fogging. Now you can kind of see it a little bit. Fogging my camera up, but yeah, I turned it down to medium heat now because it's boiling too much. Yeah, it's basically done. Now you can see the soup, and you want to basically cook it until the chicken falls apart, so you have your chicken spread out through the soup. So it still has to cook about 20 more minutes before it's completely done. But this is the groundnut soup, and the rice is over here. It'll be done in a few minutes. Jasmine rice. So I hope you enjoy the video. Thumbs up the video, share the video, share some of my videos so we can get the subscriber count up. Share them on your Facebook or whatever, just share them, and make sure you subscribe. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell to get the notifications of when I upload new videos, because I upload very often. So I'll see you next time in the next vlog, video, whatever it is. But enjoy cooking with Lala, groundnut soup, and then the other cooking with Lala, kimchi pancakes. See you next time. Be blessed and be a blessing.